What's going on, everybody? GemMint here, back with another statue unboxing and review. About a year ago, you guys may have seen I reviewed the prototype of this 1/3 scale Venom by PCS. Well, here we are today with a production piece. Super excited to jump into this and add him to my growing 1/3 Marvel collection downstairs in the module case. Stay tuned to the end of the video for a glimpse of that. And also, before we get started, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a video. We got a big giveaway going on for our next subscriber milestone of 150K, and we're giving away this Deja Thoris by Sideshow. Also, stick around to the end so you can have more details on the giveaway. But for now, let's jump into this unboxing. All right, guys, let's jump into the first box. We got nice straps here. We'll get rid of those, lift off the top lid, and you can see we have the body, the portrait, some other pieces, and there we go. So let's start by taking a look at some of these tendrils that'll be coming out of Venom's body. So here's one of the tendrils. They have like a pliable movement to them, a nice black shine to it, pretty much a sleek black paint job, but there are some hints once we get a little bit of a closer look. Here's another tendril, as you can see, just wild. Like I said, you can move it around a little bit. And here, if you look really close, you can kind of see like some blue sparkles within the tendrils there. It's really subtle, but it's there. Here goes two smaller tendrils. Some pieces go on his arms, his legs, the shoulders, so we'll show that when we assemble them. And here's the portrait. So this is obviously going to be my favorite portrait with the tongue out. I like those sharp yellow and brown teeth. The eyes look great, got that real alien look to them. The shiny glossiness of the tongue looks awesome with that deep red. And then he's got movement and texture on the skin too, because it is a living symbiote. So I think they did a good job on that. And then this body is extremely heavy. I'm not going to be able to pick this guy up, but we'll look at it closely during the review. Box number 2, same thing. You got those straps. We'll go ahead and remove the top lid here. And this is going to have the base and the arms and a couple of more tendrils here. So let's start by taking a look at these tendrils. This one is a thicker, more solid piece. This is actually part of the base. You'll see during assembly, it kind of helps to support it, it looks like, as well. Very sheen look and gloss to it. Here's another big tendril. This one I believe goes on his back, just giving him that wild symbiote look. Another tendril here. You can see that like sparkle deep paint like I mentioned. And then here's another one for the base. You can tell it's like a little bit more of a solid piece of tendril. And then onto the arms. I love that glossy white that they used with that square patch on his hand where the organic webbing would come out of. You can see all the veins and the tendons and the musculature in the arm. It's massive. Huge key with a magnet. And then on the other side here, huge bicep. See those veins. And then he's got like the glossy, sharp black nails. I think that looks pretty good. You can see compared to my hand here, it's pretty much 1:1 to a human-sized hand. And then onto the second arm, again, bulging bicep. You can see the keyholes for the tendrils. And then again, just kind of showing the size of his hand, give him a nice handshake here. Then the other portrait, this one is good too. I mean, it's not the one that I would display. I'm going to go tongue out, but I like it's got his closed teeth. You can see the rows of teeth. It kind of reminds me of like, I don't know, some type of barracuda or some type of bug. I don't know, it's creepy looking, but same great texturing and everything. And then same with the base. It's extremely heavy. It's got to weigh like 45 pounds or something. We'll look at that closer once we do the review. But first, a quick shout out from our sponsor, THATSPIDERMANBOOTH.com. They have the $30 mystery boxes where you're guaranteed 5 comics of retail value. One of those lucky boxes is going to have their GP, their giveaway prize, which is an Amazing Spider-Man 361 second print CGC 9.4 signed by Mark Bagley, the first appearance of Carnage. This round ends this Wednesday on October 13th, so make sure to scoop up a box and use the code GEMMINT to save 10%. That code is good anytime you shop there. Just like with their sister site, Street Level Hero, SLHLA.com has exclusive variants, and they had a huge sale. It actually ends today, Monday, October 11th. where you buy 3 and you get 2 free with some reduced prices. So check out slhla.com as well, and typically if they're not having a sale, you can use the same code GemMint to save 10% every time you shop there. All right, on to the assembly. Let's go ahead and get this large key with a peg into the base. You got to kind of angle that a certain way, and there we go, got it. Now we got Venom keyed in. Now we're just gonna get some tendrils and the arms in there. So like I mentioned, there's a couple of base pieces and they kind of form the bottom as well. There you go, giving it that whoosh effect. We got a tendril that keys in on his leg with 2 keys. Go ahead and get his left arm in, which also, like I said, has some keyholes in it. So we'll go ahead and get these tendrils keyed into him. All right, then on the inside of his arm, there's a little symbiote tendril that keys in. Moving on to his right arm, that's cocked back overhead, so that'll key in real nice. Got the tendrils that'll go on his forearm here. It's actually 2 separate ones. And then lastly, we have that big one that goes on his shoulder. There's actually a little peg on one of those keys, and that'll hang around, going around his back. Then onto the portrait. So here's the first one, that bug-eyed face, which is a nice look for Venom. Don't get me wrong, I think it's a cool portrait. Maybe if there's, I don't know, display concerns, you don't want to have the tongue sticking out, but for me, gotta go with that tongue out portrait. So boom. Yeah, and I like how the red gives a nice contrast, because the whole statue is really all black, except for the white in his eyes and the spider emblem on his chest. So I think it's a nice little hint of red for this solid color piece, right? A quick spin around. Love the spider emblem, huge musculature on his chest and his traps. Swing it around to, again, that non-tongue portrait just to get a look at him. Very cool. Let's see how this guy sizes up next to me. All right, guys, here he is, the 1/3 scale Venom from PCS, standing 39 inches tall. Now, he's got a smaller footprint than Venompool, which had that humongous sentinel head, but still massive nonetheless. They only made 400 of these guys, and it retails $1,755. I decided to go in on this line because forever we only got 1/3 scale DC pieces from Prime 1 Studio. PCS came along and started doing 1/3 scale Gamerverse statues, I believe starting with Spider-Man, which Spider-Man looks the most like a Gamerverse statue, but I feel like Venompool, Venom, even the new Wolverine that was just shown at Sideshow Con New York 2021 don't necessarily look like video game pieces. They just look like the characters. Now, Venom's proportions are of the game, where he's more of that beastly Venom, that top-heavy Venom, if you will, but still, many artist depictions of Venom throughout comics. So to me, it was just a very smart way to get 1/3 scale Marvel pieces. So shout out to PCS. This guy has a subtle base. It's a very jet black, shiny, glossy symbiote. It's kind of a wave of symbiote that he's either leaping off of or forming or whatever, but it's very sleek. It's got a lot of movement to it, and like I said, smaller footprint, especially comparing it to who I'm going to pair him up with, which is Venompool. Moving up, he has more of a matte finish, a little bit more of a dull black. He doesn't really have that sheen unless it's the tendrils that are coming out of him. He does have these spiked shiny black nails. You can see it on the foot, on the base. Moving up, you can see his thighs have all those same great details that I showed you guys in the arms, with the muscle tendons, with the texturing and veins and everything that really makes this symbiote look alive. Moving up to his chest area, that's where he really shows his build, man. He's got huge pecs, enormous lats, insane shoulders and traps. The spider emblem, I love it. I like the texturing. I like the white shine to it. I like how you can see the muscle detail through it as well. And then moving up to his arms, like I've shown you guys up close, humongous hands with those sharp nails. Typically, I'm not a fan of Venom having nails that differ from his costume, but I feel like being black on here, it's still okay for me. I don't really like it when they make it look like white nails, similar to teeth. Then he's got these huge tendrils on his back. So the tendrils, I mean, I'm more of a clean Venom look guy. Like, I don't really need to have a million tendrils. I'm almost considering posing it without having some of them in areas where you won't be able to see it, but I'm still yet to decide if I want to do that or not. Not a make or break. He's got tendrils, especially in the video game that this is from. And then of course the portraits, love them. I think it's gonna look so cool next to Venom Pool because I have both tongue out portraits being displayed. Both do give you the option of having no tongue out, but this is the way for me, like I said. And I know a lot of you guys have been asking to show the piece where I'm gonna be displaying it, so I will show that at the end when I display this guy in the module case next to Venom Pool. Overall, huge piece. Happy to get these 1/3 scale pieces in. Let me know what you think about this Venom in the comments down below. Like I said, we got a big giveaway going on for our next subscriber milestone of 150K, and we're giving away a Deja Thoris premium format by Sideshow. All you gotta do is be subscribed, leave a like, and comment below. Once we hit the milestone, we'll go live, pick a random video where I promoted the giveaway, and use a random YouTube comment generator to draw a worldwide winner. As always, I appreciate you guys watching. Check out where I got this guy displayed, and then I'll leave you with Venom spinning around on the turntable. Stay minty fresh, y'all. Peace. Yummy.